Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us this morning. At 9 a.m., we will close our social media and continue on Zoom only. Join us by getting your Zoom link at elizabethvisionaryconference.org. We'll be there until 10 a.m. You can go now, and we'll see you in the Elizabeth Zoom room. Peace. Today, your hosts are Queen Aduni, Danny Stillwell, and Lolly Mariah Tolbert. Enjoy. Grand Rising, Elizabeth. It's so good to see you this morning.
Hey, hey,
Grand Rising. Yes, a day, great weekend. Ashe today.
Yes,
Today.
All right now, touchdown.
We want to take on that one. Yes. Just feeling Lily B out there already in the atmosphere of the great world of God, which means us. And so what kind of energy are we bringing today? Hum.
So do you want to go to Joe Louis? That's closer to your house and the food is better.
But you going to Joe Louis?
Yes. I see. Amber over here.
I want to go.
Hi, Really? You want to go?
I do. I've never been there.
Okay, I'm on my way to you now.
Okay.
Oh, wow. I want y'all to hear this one song. It'll kick your day off wonderfully as we are preparing. Yeah, I want you to see it. I don't know. I know of some of you who know who Michael Beckwith is from the Agape Spiritual Center. And I love this song. I love many of the songs that he and Ricky Beebe created. This is one of them. So we're going to take an adventure in paradise. Right here, take a breath, 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 right here, feel like I'm naked.
As we're lifted up into the spiritual domain, we begin to see a little bit differently. There's a broadcast going on. This broadcast comes from within you. There's a song singing within you. There is something within you that wants to express. There is something within you that wants to come forward. You are anointed and appointed by the Spirit as the image and likeness of divine and ultimate reality. As we make in that domain, we bring heaven to earth as a spiritual practice. Wake up and say to yourself, I'm taking an adventure in paradise. And guess what? I'm taking you with me. I'm activating my spiritual stimulus package. I'm taking an adventure in paradise. Your stimulus package begins with an awareness that you're sourced and fueled and funded by a renewable resource which is within you. It never runs out. It is your essence. It's your life. Your divine spiritual stimulus package is activating the gifts of divinity within you. This two-bay system, you will express them beyond your wildest imagination, and joy breaks out all over. It's the real source. Feel it in your bones. Take a holy breath and say to yourself, I'm taking an adventure in paradise. And guess what? I'm taking you with me. I'm activating my spiritual stimulus package. I'm taking an adventure in paradise. In order to have this stimulus package, stop looking outside for help. Become still and listen with that inner ear. Life is everywhere, joy is everywhere, love is everywhere. What do we see there? Take a breath right here. Take a breath right here, right here. Take a breath right here. Take a breath right here. Take a feel it right here, right here. Take a feel it right here, like in your bones. Right here, right here. Take a breath right here. Come on, I'm taking an adventure in paradise. And guess what? I'm taking you with me. I'm activating my spiritual stimulus package. I'm taking an adventure in paradise. I'm taking an adventure in paradise. And guess what? I'm taking you with me. I'm activating my spiritual stimulus package. I'm taking an adventure in paradise. I'm taking an adventure in paradise.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that was nice.
Mhm.
I say today.
I say today. I don't know where this energy is coming from, but I'm gonna handle it today. I'm gonna keep it on. I'm gonna keep it on 11 all day today. I'm gonna keep it on 69 all day today. How about all weekend? Okay. How about the rest of my life?
How about it? How about it?
Lottie, come and greet our guests, our friends, our sisters.
Risings, ladies, how are y'all?
Mm.
Doing great, doing great.
Good. I'm so happy to be here. I'm not gonna hold you up. I'm a little tired, so all this energy that y'all got, I need. I'm taking it in until I finally am like, woo, I'm awake, I'm alive, I'm enthusiastic. But I'm here and I'm so grateful for today and everything that is in store. And I'm excited for our conversations. This is gonna be a wonderful Friday.
Yes.
Ashe.
Also, I gotta share with you, my friend has a brand, and she has these hats that she makes. And I don't know if you can see it, but it says apply pressure, prayer, and purpose. I really like it.
Yeah, I love that. And that color.
Can you put it in the chat?
Let me see. I don't know if she has a website, but I can put the her name is K-Bay.
Okay. So Lolly, what have you been up to this week?
Quite a bit. I have been performing and trying to get some things together for my youth, and I've got some ambassadorship things happening this weekend. So it's quite a bit going on for me.
Tell me what ambassadorship.
Okay.
What
Cool.
are you
So
talking about?
I suppose you could say it's a combination of things: model, brand ambassador, promotions, influencer, whatever you could say, for a lot of different brands. Some are clothing brands, some are cannabis brands, things like that. So this weekend, well, today and tomorrow, I have a few things happening with those, and I have to create content and travel and go different places. So I'm really excited to go to a music festival tomorrow with VIP access.
Yeah.
3 nights stay at a hotel just to make some content, and I'm excited.
I guess so.
Yep. So that's what that's looking like there. So I'm really, really excited for that. Of course, I'm gonna be sharing my music while I'm talking to people. Be like, here, take this. But it's cool.
So when you say, okay, so let's talk about your music. On the business side of that, when you, what are you giving? And I'm asking you because you say you give something. Is it a CD? Is it a stick or a card where they go on the website, or all those places where you can get songs and stuff? What is it? And I'm asking for, because people are asking for my music, my husband and I, our music, and not sure what form. I know that there's, people still sell the CDs from their, from their trunk and stuff like that. Or when they perform, there's a line for them to get their CD and stuff like that. And I know the CDs are old, most people don't even have something that they can, besides putting it in their computer and downloading it or saving it. So what are you speaking of when you, or how are you doing your music since you're young?
Yeah. Well, there's actually a couple different ways. One is if you have QR codes or links that you could send people to, or if you are, most people are on social media. So if you have a link in your bio that they can follow you and be able to click on, and then that link will lead them to a whole bunch of other places that they want to check out your work on, that works. Some physical cards and things like that. I have to get some more printed. That works also too. I think a lot of people like stickers for some reason. If you can stick it on something, they can't lose it. So stickers sometimes work. I also
the stickers has the barcode or the locations that they can go and get it, and you just like stick it on their.
Yeah, it's my name, pretty much name, Instagram, and things like that on the sticker. And then I also do still have CDs, but I found a different approach to that, because most people aren't going to buy a CD just because of the things you said. It's not really, it's not really that useful now. However, what I found was, especially because a lot of people who enjoy my music may also, still have older cars. I ask people, hey, do you still have a CD player? And if they say yes, what I do is I actually give away my CDs. I don't do it like, I don't hand it out to just everybody, because then I'll run out of CDs and out of money. But what I'll do is I'll give away a CD, and it has my name on it and everything else. And what I need to do is add, one of my cards or stickers or something inside the CD, but the CD case. But what I'll do is I'm like, hey, here's this. If you have a CD player in your car, why don't you pop it in later, listen to it. If you like it, you can go online and look up on the streaming platforms where it is, so then you can have access to it wherever you are. And I think sometimes that gives people, like, I have something physical in my hand that reminds me of this person. So every time I look at it, I remember this person. And even if I don't use it, I remember this person, and I can go online and find this person, So sometimes it just helps for that reason. It's not really, like I said, CD players aren't as useful. CDs aren't as useful, but if you find a way to make them useful, they can be. So, yeah.
When we had the music symposium, one of our guests, he was talking about the bringing back. They literally make albums, the physical the whole big album.
Yeah, the vinyls.
And they're vinyl, yes, and their challenge. I mean, their goal is to bring it back. I mean,
Yeah.
they make a lot of money.
Yeah, those
really are
vinyls
making a lot of money.
they're nice. My only suggestion for vinyls though, because I personally haven't sold or purchased or anything with any vinyls, it has to be some good quality stuff on there. I feel like it has to be worth it for me. And I feel like you have to already have a fan base that's willing to invest in getting a vinyl, because I feel like they're a little bit more special. Like CDs are just whatever, CD, I can get it from the store. But vinyls are like, this is something that if I'm not going to play it on a record player, I'm going to put it up on the wall so people see, oh, I have this record, So
Yeah.
I feel like with vinyls, you have to not only have great cover art, but also great content in there, so that if at any point someone were to take that off their wall, it actually is worth something. And I think it's more of an aesthetic thing, I think, than anything else, because people aren't walking around with record players.
Right. And it's a challenge finding good record players, and that have, we were always back in the day, replacing the needle and stuff like that. So to find someone to service or that has it, it would be a challenge, but they're going back. But now that market would be my age. There's got to be that type of music that they're doing, that who would buy it, because your age wouldn't even be thinking about a vinyl, or unless my mom and my dad and my grandparents had, always had them, and they put them on the walls and things like that. Yeah.
Well, they're buying them.
Yeah.
For different reasons. It's more of the look.
Yeah.
And then also if you get into and I'm struggling in this area, but there's this the whole NFTs and cryptocurrencies and things like that.
Yeah.
Some artists are saying okay, here's a really cool physical piece, this vinyl that you have, and then it comes with whatever else in this digital world that you can actually use. So then the younger people are like, all right, this is cool. I could, swap and sell, do whatever I want with this stuff, and I have this proof that I had it. That's where that comes in. I'm not really that great at that area right now, because it's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah.
Now, Willie, you want to join in?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, a lot of my community in LA that are DJing are really pushing the vinyl thing.
Yeah.
And there's this one guy, he's the source of good quality record players. So I believe there's a wave, like you say, maybe it's just targeted at us, but a lot says with the aesthetics of it. And I've known people who have been I don't have my video on. Oh yes, I do. Who have been designers of album covers, and there's a resurgence of that as the art, as the aesthetic. So let's keep hope alive. I'm all for the vinyl.
Well, I know that Phil was saying that what they're doing now is they're taking the little sticks, the little sticks you can stick in your computer, and you put all your information on that, because you just downloaded it and stuff. And so therefore, because he likes to write, he tells the story about each CD, which they used to do on the vinyls, on the big album. You could read, and everybody that played on there would be on there. And you really don't get that with with Spotify or any of those things. Or maybe you do. You just have to go to that and read it. I'm sure they do. But this way, he wants to be able to put that and be able to change it and be able to update it. If they just stick it in, it can update it to what's going on then. Because Lottie, when you go somewhere and you are, you got to perform from your what do you call it? What is that when you take your record? You don't have a band with you.
Oh, my tracks.
Yeah, from your tracks. You have to have, don't you have to give them a little
the flash drive? Yeah. It varies, but most of the time, yeah, it's either flash drive or email.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I've done the flash drive thing, and that can work. I feel like there's a particular group of people who will actually use it. It's kind of, it's kind of similar. It's kind of similar to any physical version of music at this point right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's that like people have to find use in it. I would say the flash drive is cool if you have like a whole lot of content and you have some really strong supporters who just love your work. I think that is a really cool idea because they get access to a lot more. But there is a process of, I got to plug it into my computer. I got to download it. I got to check it out. When I find time, I got to pull it up versus more of this new age technology where I can pull up your Spotify profile and I can get all that information on my phone wherever I want.
Mm-hmm.
So it varies on what you're trying to do. I think what I've seen a lot, like at festivals and things like that, which I personally haven't invested in this, but I think it's cool. The flash drive thing, there's like flash drive bracelets and things like that you hand to people. And those become really cool. People like that. But again, that goes back to the aesthetic. It's less of I'm buying this so I can listen to your work as much as like this is really cool. And if I happen to plug it into my computer, I'll listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta find your following and what they like.
Yeah. Good talk. Deidre?
Oh, yes. Going back to the vinyl conversation, I just heard, I ain't just heard, but over the years, it has been shown to me that vinyls actually have been recorded at a very healthy hertz. And that when we listen to vinyl, it's really good for our health. So that's just something I want to throw in there, in promotion for vinyl.
I never heard about the health perspective of your decisions and that the music can do that. I mean, I know the music is healing and all that stuff.
Right.
I didn't know that it related to the hertz or where
Yes, just and I wish I could talk more about it. I just read it and heard someone talk about that before. So, but I can't give a lot of details, but just something to think about, as we think about listening to music on, a vinyl. It's at a different, hertz. So our ears and the way the body takes on different levels of hertz.
Wow.
It is higher, it's better.
Well, okay. Well, thanks, ladies, for sharing. We went off into the music world because music is good. Music is good.
Yes.
So I guess our Danni is not going to be able to go to join us. I think she's still out in the mountains or wherever she's at, and is having some struggles with the internet. Let me see. Mama Bay, calling you out. How you doing this morning? If you're not naked back there. Oh my goodness.
Oh, Star is here. Yay.
Well, she was up there praying. I don't know what she's doing now.
Oh, okay.
It's not real loud. Sometimes she can get into that, that warfare, you all know about spiritual warfare.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Good. Well, let's if anyone else wanted to share something, we're gonna go into our poetry is coming at 9:00. And so until then, I want you all to meet my son, Fame.
Oh,
We look just alike.
hi. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Queen, is this the son that worked with you in your shop? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. He came through the back door. In other words, it wasn't his choice.
Okay, okay.
But one, he found out how much money when we were little. I mean, when he was little, he not little, when he was in high school, junior high, you know, I would have him come and help me braid down. So
Okay.
I would put him in and then he would braid them down. So when we started the salon,
Uh-huh.
he and my niece Latoya and they would break down and they would give them like $50.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
they would, you know, so they started making money like that and was like,
Right.
And then life kept happening and he went to the service. And then when he came back out of the Air Force, and he wanted to be a rapper. He's a great rapper, great writer.
Oh,
And
okay.
he was going to go back to New York. This is my side of the story, you know, his right. So when he came back, he was, you know, going through the newspapers and stuff, trying to find a job in New York. And so I was, you know, mama and business. I said, you know, you should learn how to do hair. And then you have control of your own hours and stuff, you know,
Yes.
versus getting in a restaurant or whatever those things are. And so then he was saying, well, I'll just learn from you. And I said, I've been, you know, here all along and you haven't done that, although he did know how to braid down. And I said, well, people are paying me because I had started the school at that point. I said, people are paying me good money to teach them. And you will respect that. You don't have to pay, but you do have to go through the classes like everybody else.
Oh, okay.
And then he did, and he's an artist. He can draw really, really good. He doesn't go into that much. It's more of a field. He's not like you, Mama
Yes.
Evelyn, you know, that you got to do it every day. But yeah, and then life just became what it is, and he ended up you know, doing hair and making money, immediate money.
Yes,
Because
yes.
when you finish, you get paid, you know.
That's right.
That's your incentive to finish, you know, right, Mama Evelyn? You know, those who do art and stuff, and then you can't get the money until you finish. And so life continued happening wonderfully. And and he stepped in for me to teach my classes while I was doing something else. And he's been basically teaching ever since then.
Oh,
Great
wow. Thanks for
teacher.
sharing your story.
Yeah,
That's nice.
and he has the patience of Job.
Okay.
So anyway, so that's our story, and at least that's my side of it. I have
Okay.
way more to go. He's given me 4 grandchildren.
Oh,
One is adopted, and just a lover. So
that's great.
an older set that's grown, well, grown being 17 and 20
Right.
or whatever. And then the other are brand new ones, 1.5 and
Ooh,
4 and 5.
wow.
They are such a joy. He's such a great dad and a great manager of the salon and all of that stuff. So yeah,
Great.
I love him. And yeah, so that's where that is. Thanks for joining, Sunzi. And
You're welcome.
yes. So what I want to talk to, like I said, the Poetic Twins, I gave them that name, but I did check with my sister Doris to see if it was okay, because I couldn't ask Pam or Tyrell. I wasn't going to ask them. I was going to shock them with their name. They don't have to keep it, but we thought it sounded pretty cool. The Poetic Twins. Yeah. So they will do their thing at 9. What I want to do, Lolly, did you have something that you wanted to do this morning in particular?
I don't, but
No.
I do just happen to have a book in front of me that I think could share something really nice.
Sure.
And if I could just read a little bit of it, you
Mhm.
may have already read it because, you know, most of us probably have.
The four
But
agreements.
I did.
I love this. The
Yes.
first agreement,
Mm-hmm.
be impeccable with your word.
Oh.
Yes. The first agreement is the most important one and also the most difficult one to honor. It is so important that with just this first agreement, you will be able to transcend the level of existence I call heaven on earth. The first agreement is to be impeccable with your word. It sounds very simple, but it is very, very powerful. Why your word? Your word is the power that you have to create. Your word is the gift that comes directly from God. The Gospel of John in the Bible, speaking of the creation of the universe, says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word is God. Through the word, you express your creative power. It is through the word that you manifest everything. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent manifests through the word. What you dream, what you feel, what you really are will all be manifested through the word. Now, one more line. The word is not just a sound or a written symbol. The word is a force. It is the power you have to express and communicate, to think, and thereby to create the events in your life. I love that. I love that so much. That is so powerful. Be impeccable with your word. And I think, you know, when I say that originally, be impeccable with your word, it's like, okay, stay true to what you say. Just, you know, be real about what you say. That's cool. You can keep it there. But like, when you look at it that way and you see how much power your words have, how much creative power your words have, how much you can manifest with your words, that is amazing. So I'm really excited to hear these poems later. I'm really excited to hear our conversations throughout the rest of this session because our words are so powerful. I don't know. I had to read that. I had to read that because I was in a rehearsal yesterday, and before going into the rehearsal, the head of the rehearsal said, "Let's pray." And in her prayer, she said, "Let's move forward with power." And this is a rehearsal for a film, so we're doing a script reading. And so it made me think about how, like, even when we are impersonating a character, our words have a certain power, a certain type of conviction, and we're trying to spread a certain type of awareness. We create that movement. So in our everyday lives, as we're speaking with each other, as we're talking on here, as we are deciding what we want for our lives, what we want to do and what we want to happen in our lives, our words are the start of that. So
thank you so much for sharing that, Lolly, because I
Yes.
truly feel that, because one of my mantras for me on a daily minute by minute basis is my word is my bond. So when I'm in a conversation, I'm very careful of what I tell people. And one thing about me, you can trust, that I'm going to do whatever I said in the conversation, because that is very sacred to me. Whatever I'm saying I'm going to do or whatever, I want you to know that you can hold me to it, And so, yeah, but thank you for sharing that. That's very important. I love it.
Yeah, no problem. That just reminded me too of Mama Heckaroo. And she's talking about don't say that T word.
Oh my goodness, that's right. Ooh, all right. And this slips out. It just comes right on out.
Because we're gonna be impeccable with our words. So we saying it, we living it. Okay,
right.
We're accepting it as so. This is how we're moving forward. We ain't teeing to do it.
Exactly right. That's right. You're right.
That's right. That's right. And then there's a thing when I attended this course with Landmark Education. They were talking about the word, what we say, because in the beginning was the word that starts it, right? Bam. So what you say, you are creating an agreement, you're creating an outcome. I'm going to do this. So that's the outcome of what you're saying you're going to do. But when you find that you cannot do that, you cannot fulfill on what you said, the integrity of that is to let the person know what I said I was going to do or what I shared with you is not going to happen.
Yes,
That puts
yes.
you in integrity that that person will not expect that anymore, you know.
Right.
And then that's when you can, yeah, that's when you can stay in integrity about what you are, what your word has gone forth to manifest.
Yes.
And
Yes.
I'm full Aquarian. I'm gonna tell you, I'm full Aquarian. I gotta find out what my other rising and all that kind of stuff, but I'm February the 1st. And I always tell my husband, I'm more Aquarian than you are, because I'm in the middle. I'm right in the middle, right? And so this being the age of Aquarius, I must be very attentive to what I'm speaking. Because it's my age. I understand it. I understand quick manifestation, and I understand that I am in that movement of it. So, yeah. So I'm more aware and more sensitive to what I'm saying is going to happen. My dreams are really, really big. And people do not understand. A lot of people don't understand unless they are visionaries. Only a visionary gets me, right? And yeah, or those who need to help the visionaries, because we can be in la la land and money is not the issue with us. We just say it and we just expect that it's going to happen some way. Someone is going to step up and bring forth what is needed to make that thing come forth. Yeah. Anyone else want to share about your word being impeccable? And thinking before we speak. So many people just say stuff and don't care. Well, that's how I feel. No. Or if they don't get me, it's just too bad, you know, because that's just the way I am. Well, that does not work, because you need people to agree with you in order to make it happen, because you can't do it by yourself. And so if you're pissing everybody off because that's just the way you are, and refuse to find a better way to express yourself without tearing other people down, then you're going to have a real issue in life. All right, somebody else.
Yes, I'd like to add something. Years ago, when I was taking care of my mother, I was having these challenges with other family members because they thought I was that same girl that I left home as. Because I grew up in Chicago. I left home at 17. So when I left home, I was really fighting for my life. When I returned, it was in my early 50s. And I went to take care of my mother. And as I was experiencing these challenges, I was experiencing anger. And I found myself standing up in the window with all of these negative thoughts. And the Spirit showed me all of these angels lining up at my mouth to take these angry words out into the universe. And when they showed it to me, I said, wait. No, cancel that. Do this instead, say this instead. And then I witnessed other angels going ahead of the last angels to cancel out their words and bring back the more positive ones. So those are the energies and the gifts that I received as a result of going to take care of my mother. A lot of the things I think that we lose out on as humans is that we don't give to the areas of our life that we should give to. And at that moment, I was slated to take care of my mother, whether I liked my environment or not. So words, yes, are very important.
Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing that. Wow.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Juanita?
Grand Rising, my sisters. I apologize. We're not doing video this morning because it's more than we should be seeing. So, so thank you all. I'm just coming in, so I don't know what has been said, but I did catch what you were saying, Queen Aduni, about the importance of being careful about our words, and I heard what you said, Sunzi. And I'm finding it more important to make sure that my words line up with God's word and his intention and his way. And that I am more empowered and my words are more fruitful when I do a check to see if my words are measuring up to God's word and his expectations of me and his intentions for me. And I'm finding out sometimes that I'm not lining up, but that helps me to get in line when I can face a truth about when I'm not in line, and helps me to make my words more fruitful, more powerful, to manifest more positively, because they manifest. They manifest whether it's positive or negative. Now, we might not want what they manifesting, like Sunzi was just saying. So that's my guide right there. God's word, and not just what's in the Bible, what he's speaking in my spirit. And sometimes he'll speak in my spirit through others. I got a word through my brother who just passed over, and he told me to stop being selfish. He didn't say stop being so selfish. He didn't say try to stop being selfish. He said stop being selfish. And I'm like, oh, I'm being selfish. And now this is a journey and a discovery process of what I need to stop doing. And oh Lord, have I been getting the message kind of slapped back at me, like slapping myself back. And it's a growing process and I'm grateful for it. But yeah, the words that we speak are so powerful, and we do have to be so careful because they are manifesting, and we got to be watchful and vigilant to make sure that we manifest in godliness, because anything else is not good. Not good. Thank you guys for bringing this topic up today.
Thank you for sharing.
Lolly, on page 31, where it says, I want to share this with you sisters and brothers. My brother is on. Y'all welcome the twin.
And Sheldon's with us today too.
Hey, Sheldon.
Hey.
So now it says here, I want to read this paragraph. Now let us see what the word impeccability means. Impeccability means without sin. Impeccable comes from the Latin peccatus, which means sin. The I-M in impeccable means without. So impeccable means without sin. Religions talk about sin and sinners, but let's understand what it really means to sin. A sin is anything that you do which goes against yourself. Yourself, not others, yourself. A sin is anything that you do which goes against yourself. Everything you feel or believe or say that goes against yourself is a sin. You go against yourself when you judge or blame yourself for anything. Okay, baby. Being without sin is exactly the opposite. Being impeccable is not going against yourself. When you are impeccable, you take responsibility for your actions, but you do not judge or blame yourself. How about that? let me see, I'm gonna read the rest of it. From this point of view, the whole concept of sin changes from something moral or religious to something common sense. Sin begins with rejection of yourself. Self-rejection is the biggest sin that you can commit. In religious terms, self-rejection is a mortal sin, which leads to death. Impeccability, on the other hand, leads to life. So, and I think, well, I don't think there's a scripture that talks about speak on these things that are lovely, these things that are truth, these things that, you know, lift you up and lift other people up, these things that are creating a wonderful life for you and other people. Speak on those things, not, you know, well, we got to get, I just need to tell her because she doesn't even know how she is. And even on ourselves, you know, without the result. If you can look at yourself and say, you know, that is not powerful. When I'm like that, that's not powerful. And then change that is the recognition of it, that what I said left people disempowered. You know, so when you walk out or you're in a conversation with someone, even if it's a disagreement, it's important that you leave that in an empowered state of mind or state of being. You leave that person whole. You leave yourself whole and complete, you know. So anyway, thanks for sharing, bringing this up, Lolly, about, yeah.
No, I did want to comment on what you said too. I like that, you know, I like that you went a little bit further with this, you know, and then even talking about the sin is when you're going against yourself. Who are you? I think before you say something, before you decide to formulate your words and let them come out so that they can manifest, you got to think about, who am I working to be? Who am I supposed to be? You know? And if what I'm about to say goes against everything that I've been growing into, you know, maybe I should rethink that. Maybe I forgot. I'm sorry. Let me see the names on here. Mama Sunzi. Maybe I need them angels to come take them words out my mouth. You know, I think that is real. I like that concept. You're going against yourself. It's made, even if you aren't who you need to be. Well, you are exactly who you need to be right now, but you're growing into who you're supposed to be. And so if you're even in this moment, you're like, oh, I'm so angry, I want to spew all of this negativity out, and you're like, because in my life, I don't want negativity. In my life, I don't want to be the source of negativity. In my life, I know that I'm supposed to, as you said, empower others. So that would be a sin for me to go against who I'm supposed to be and let that come out my mouth. I love that. Yes.
And you know, it all starts with thinking. As a man thinketh, because you got to think it before you can speak it. So it's like, what is in my mind? Why am I even thinking that? I know you said, where did that come from? Well, we say it when there's good stuff that came out. I don't know, you know, Holy Spirit. But then when you just chop somebody off and cut them off and leave them beheaded, leave them feeling unworthy of life and so on and so forth, then we gotta, like, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Then you do that self-evaluation, or is that the right word? Anyway, so anyone else want to share? We're going to go to our, to what's next. No? Okay. Mama Awa, you must be out where people are. I see you got your mask on. Sometimes you just need to be careful. Your mute is on.
Community cleanup. We out here where the trash and stuff have blown from the street down in our area. And I live in a wooded area. and people drive by and throw their bottles out and dump. And so it's a little elderly lady that comes out. And when I first moved here, I thought she was in people's yards stealing their little flowers. But no, she was planting flowers. She goes through, and I'm putting my shoes on to go back down there because I had to come and get my mask because of the pollen and what have you. But
Yeah.
no, she cleans up the trash. And so I said, I can't let her, an elder, just do that by herself, because I'm in my yard doing my thing and I look down and I see her. And that's what I did yesterday. Whew, hey, she has some energy. I want to know if she'd been in the military or what. But she has a lot of energy. She picks up and clean up and rake and plant flowers. And I guess I'm following suit.
Oh, good. That's wonderful.
I guess but I didn't want to miss this. I didn't want to miss this. I said, if I can hang this foam around my neck. I didn't want to miss today.
Yeah. Yes.
Greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone.
Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings.
Yeah. So,
Hey, just right quick. Let me see if I can turn this foam around. I don't know. It's just, it's kind of wooded.
Oh, nice.
I live in a corner. And like I said, everybody the neighborhood's changing and we just have to keep it clean. I was trying to go down here right quick and maybe I'll have her to come on and just talk about, she's really good. Horticulture, nature, planting things. She showed me how poison oak look. I know how poison ivy look, but she was schooling me on poison oak and senna. And I'm trying to see if you can't see her, but I'm not gonna hold you up. I was just trying to run back down here so I can just, she don't know it yet. I'm gonna introduce her.
Well, great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. At least we got that the nature that usually Lily B provides us.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Lily, this is Miss Lily. This is our morning podcast. This is Miss Lily. How are you?
Hi.
Hello, Miss Lily.
And Miss Lily keeps the neighborhood clean.
That is so beautiful.
Hey, Lily to Lily. Yeah.
I'm inside. I'm currently at Joe Louis.
I was telling about the wonderful job.
Restaurant right now with Nawili. Say hi, Nawili.
Hey, guys.
Oh, okay. Okay, we got
Grand
you.
Rising, everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. Get ready to have a bite.
I'm just gonna take it off the video, but I'm listening. I hear you.
Okay. Okay. Well, oh, hey, Omani. I think I got everybody. I spoke to everybody.
Good morning, Grand Rising sisters.
Yeah.
Mama, queens.
All of
Grand Rising.
and our kings are on here today.
Oh yeah, the kings. Of course, the kings.
Yes. So this is my brother, Amory, Pamela's, our Star's twin. And let me see, I am 3 years older than the two of them. And so I, of course, I love my brothers and sisters. And there were two of us, two brothers, and our older brother, he passed years ago when, like, I would think I was like 18, 19, something in that area. And then it's been the other 5 since then. And I knew about Amory's poetry, but I did not know about Miss Starr. You know how private she is, how private she is, you know. But so yeah, I wanted to share with Amory when he was in California. He sent his poetry to me, and I put it in a book. and it's called Love, something Love. What is it, Tyrell? I call him Tyrell sometimes. His name is Amory Tyrell Everett. And we have a lot of other little nicknames for him and stuff. Easy is one. Yeah, we'll stop right there. So now, you know, my whole family migrated here in Detroit when I started braiding hair and when I started opening up the business and stuff. And my mom came out here, my sisters came out, my cousins came out and stuff. And that's why Everett's Natural Beauty School is a family owned and operated business. And then Tyrell was the last one that joined us. And I think you've been here, what about, has it been 5 years or more? No, more.
Like 7.
About 5 years?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
7. 7.
About 7 years?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So anyway, he is like one of the coolest brothers you could ever have, you know, just so cool, so level-headed. I think they called him easy because he was just easy to talk to, and he's a good listener. So is Star. She's a good listener and really non-judgmental. We'll just hear what you got to say, and that they don't accept, they just throw it off. They don't say you stupid, you know. They just, you know, okay, I'm gonna put this in that category right there. But his poetry is beautiful, and I'm gonna just let him go on and share. Your twin said you go first because you came out first.
But I have a question.
You're breaking up, Amory. You're breaking up. So how can we fix that? You say, I don't know.
Ask him, can he come closer to his mic?
Can you hear me now?
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go. There you go. Yeah.
This week that you are having here. When y'all talk about metaphysics,
About what?
metaphysics. What is that y'all, what's y'all's purpose?
Purpose.
Just being real, solving your problems out of what is.
Okay, let me see if I can get you clearer. If everybody can mute themselves, so there's definitely nothing behind except for Amory. So talk now, Amory.
But I asked you stuff when you come here. You ready?
Yeah, but your words aren't clear. That's what the issue is here.
If he's on a speaker, that may be doing it.
Are you on a speaker, hon?
Well, computer's speaking.
Oh, you're on your computer? Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, that sounds better. Say full sentences.
Say a full sentence.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. I wonder if you know, yes, hello, my mind. Or if I speak of the glory of my heart, would you allow me to become a joyous spirit that I may forever embrace yours? I exist to speak of that which is intended for the heart to speak.
Okay, so Amory, you're breaking up, so we're not hearing all of the poetry because it's breaking up so much.
Ask Ask him if he can
He
take
can
off
hear
his,
you. He can hear you, honey.
okay, Emery, see if you can take your video off. Leave your sound on, but no video. Did he cut
Is
his
that
off?
better?
Yep, that's better.
Okay, good, good. I'll start over. I wonder if you know you have been on my mind. Or if I speak of the glory of my heart, you allow me to become a joyous spirit, that I may forever embrace yours.
Yeah, it's still,
Amory.
Amory, it's still
Yes.
not smooth, so we can understand every word. Let me see how I can get you over here.
Earbuds might help if he's got earbuds or a headset he could plug into the computer.
Well, he had his headphones on when he came on. So that's why we were trying to find out other ways where it would be smooth, where you hear every word, because poetry is not there unless you hear all the words smoothly and the injections of your tones and things like that. Therefore, I will, what shall I do? I have to either go, he's like around the corner from me. Go and get him and bring him back, or
if he wants to try coming on with his phone, maybe. Instead of the computer, phone or a tablet might work.
Aim, come on with your phone, use the phone, and you can just and silence your computer and read into your phone, and then we can see you. You can put the video on, we can see you, but it'll be coming through your phone, the sound instead.
Amory, do you already have Zoom on your phone?
Nope.
Okay, call me right now.
See, she can be a little bossy too, huh?
Yes, you can be.
Yeah. While we're doing that, some of the poetry that Amory used to write to my mom, would write her poetry, and you would think that it was a woman, somebody she's dating.
Amory? Okay, I need you to talk, just talk, and I'll see if they can hear you.
But we have that echo.
Okay, hang on.
Doing it that way, we just might need to turn the computer volume off if we're going to hear it through the phone.
Amory?
Yes.
Okay, talk.
I wonder if you know you have been on my mind. Or if I speak of the glory of my heart.
Hold on. Can y'all hear that?
We can, but there's that strong echo sound.
There's an echo?
Yeah, the computer volume needs to be off.
Okay.
Or he might need to sign off on the computer Zoom and just do it through the phone call with you.
What did you say, Juanita?
He might need to sign off from the computer Zoom and just speak through the phone with you.
Okay, where'd he go?
I signed off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that's much clearer.
Okay, just don't do the poem, just say some sentences.
Okay. I was asking before about the purpose of y'all's meeting.
Okay. Yeah, they could hear you. That's good. Okay, now you could go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Yeah, and you want to say something about your yourself and and the poem and stuff and then go into it?
You mean how I got to the point where I was started writing?
Okay, that's good.
Well, the reason why I first started writing, which is I'm not too proud of, but in order for me to obtain funds, I started writing for other people, other males, shall I say, who were writing females, trying to get, the attention of females. I would write to them. But that didn't turn out to right because, well, let's say when the female found out that the individual that they thought they were falling for, wasn't them at all. And that kind of tore at my heart a bit, so I had to quit that.
So
And then it
Amory,
was all about,
Amory, can you go ahead and share where you were, who these guys were? It's all about love and life here.
where I was when I started.
Yeah, who are these guys you were writing for that they needed somebody to write for?
Well, I was in prison.
Okay.
This was back in 79, 80.
Mm-hmm.
And so, guys were looking to catch the females to get money, packages, or whatever, they were trying to do. But at any rate, they weren't able to speak, shall I say. They were a little clumsy when it came to that area, so I was doing it for them. And when the female would come and see them, they realized right away that this is not the individual who they were in contact, basically. And, that kind of tears at the heart a little bit. So I went from there and I started writing or making cards, which was a little more profitable, especially in the prison setting. And from there, it just kind of grew. As I got a little deeper into myself, then my words became, I was trying to express something spiritual, but you can't really do that. So when I'm speaking of love, I'm speaking from a spiritual standpoint, about something that I feel that I'm just trying to relay to other people. It's just like when I used to write my mom, I wanted her to know how much I loved her, or anybody else, and that's how the words came about. So they're just not words, they're just a reflection of my attempt to express what I truly felt. Can you still hear me?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna read one for you, and I hope you enjoy it. I wonder if you know you have been on my mind, or if I speak of the glory of my heart, would you allow me to become a joyous spirit that I may forever embrace yours? I exist to speak upon that which is intended for the heart to speak, that your world may become a reality of sweet dreams. Thinking of you is a frequent thing. Moments devoted to the pursuit of peace and comfort. Thus, it allows the shelter of my heart to shelter yours. I am reminded that because of you, I found forever Because when it comes to loving you, now is always just the beginning. Often I pray that God places in my heart a song that I may enchant your spirit with heavenly music and be sweet longings in your heart, so you may know such a song is woven with not only my love, but my joy. Joy that opens our eyes and enslaves our hearts can give us the blessings of happiness. And true happiness reveals to the soul that which the spirit desires. Thinking of you has taught me that every moment is just as precious as the moment before, and that the love we share has always been an entry in the twilight of destiny. You are the flower which blossomed in my first spring, and I am often visited by the memory of you being the past to ecstasy. When you're on my mind, I find myself charmed by the rhythm of my heart, because the love I behold in you shall never fade away. I miss you. That's not in that book, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that was
Very, very, very good. I would marry you if I got that.
Yeah, that was nice.
And just think that was to his mama. That's beautiful, Aim. Wow. Wow.
Thank you, thank you. Let me read another one.
Yeah, please.
Sometimes when I'm thinking of you, I feel as if my loving you is a glorious dream. It's no secret that at times I feel lonely, but my thoughts of you are as a song sung to me in the loneliness. And it is as if you touch with a gentle finger my beating heart. Everything you do, everything you say, springs from some presence of your soul that I've been allowed to encounter. Thus, you are the greatest part of my heart and the most potent instrument of my happiness. I am often reminded of your voice. I desire to hear your laughter, to behold the bright glint of your eyes as in candlelight. And all I want to do is give your life the sunshine you give mine. At times I can't tell where heaven stops and you begin, for surely you are the extremities of the divine. You are to me the heart of love, the soul of beauty, and the fragrance of innocence and purity, because this is what your eyes reveal to me. Know that I understand the role you have placed upon me, and understanding creates the sensation of wonder, as a bird must feel when it first realizes it can fly. Thank you.
Wow.
Wow, wonderful.
My.
Can we
Wow.
purchase that or purchase any of your work?
Right. When do we get that? How do we get that?
Well, I'll be putting that
Amazing.
together. I'll be putting that together. I see,
Okay, great.
Aim, you've been writing some new stuff, like you said. I got a whole book of his stuff, you know.
Wow.
And he's coming up with some new stuff. Don't it make you just like, oh, I wish my man could say that to me. So I get, you know, when they come and then they go in, the girls go in there to see their man and stuff, and then they be like, so what's up, babe? What you
Right.
doing?
Right.
Can you give me some of that pop? Did you bring some money?
You
Now we,
say that one line again.
yeah, right. They'd be like, oh.
Uh,
Now, Wheelie, you want to say something?
Oh, me?
Oh,
No,
I'm asking. Now,
somebody
Wheelie
has a
her hand
question.
up or a
Oh.
comment. Mm-hmm. Nawili?
I was gonna say, that's all right. We don't have to wait for our man to say it, because Amory is all our man right now. And all the man we need. So thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Maybe if you told your man another man was saying things like that to him, maybe he'll straighten up.
or take a class with him. Juanita?
Yes, I'm wishing these were available as cards.
We're working on all of that, all of
Oh
that.
my God, I want the whole set. I can't wait to see who's doing the artwork.
You know what? Tell him, Amory, tell him about Adonis. We'll have to get somebody else now, but it was someone with him. I had the artwork as well. Amory?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. But anyway, there was somebody in there who did the artwork that was in prison with him. Oh man, he's good, but we haven't been able to connect with him since then. So it is open when we're ready to do the art.
I would love the privilege of putting some of the poems on some of the photos that I have. I've got some interesting photos that I usually use to put scriptures on. And then Evelyn has sent me some photos of some of her artwork.
Oh man.
And I'm seeing the poems on the pictures, and I'm also seeing the pictures as a front cover to the card with the poems on the inside on a white bordered page or something. But I would love the privilege of seeing if my art renditions of the poems would be worthy of the poems. I'd like to have that opportunity, have a chance to at least put some stuff together, submit it to you guys review and see what you would make use of and what you say, Juanita, to just keep that for yourself.
All right.
It's the Citrusol pages, you remember the pages I showed you, the cards I showed you?
Yes. Yeah.
That's the artwork she's talking about. And, it's so organic that, it's not something that I created. It was something that was organically presented. You know what I'm saying?
From your hand. From your hand.
Yeah.
So Sheldon's an artist too, so he would love the opportunity to submit some of that poetry on his artwork.
Awesome. Okay, so Aim, hang in there. We want his twin. Yes, you, Star. Give us a couple and then we'll go back to Amory.
Okay. Mine isn't going to be so simple.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say something to you, Elizabeth, that I've already said before. And after I say it, I'll tell you why I'm saying it. And then I have 3 poems that I'm going to read. I'm going to remind you of what God showed me in reference to the creation of the woman. I saw God standing there. This was right after he had created the woman. Now, at this point, the woman is still a spirit. Creation starts with spirit. It doesn't start with the body. So this is before she had her earthly body. And I saw he was looking at her, at how beautiful she was. And he was very proud of his creation. He made her very wise. He made her very strong, and he made her indestructible. Now I saw her reach inside of the woman and take out her power and hide it within herself. And she said the power of the woman must stay hidden. And then he placed her out there, and everything you could think of was being thrown at the woman. And she did not fall. And so God said, she's ready, and he placed her down into humanity. Now, God has told me that now is the power of the woman to be revealed. Today, Elizabeth, you can receive your power. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. If you choose to receive your power in its fullness, know that there's a responsibility that goes along with that. So what I want you to do is I want you to think about and focus on whether you want your power in its fullness or whether you just want a part of it. You don't have to say anything because this is a conversation between you and God. So you just think about it, say it in your mind. And I'm going to read these 3 poems. They're poems about love and God while you think about how you want your power. The first poem is called The Heart Knows No Bounds. The heart knows no bounds when it comes to love. Whether you're near or far, the heart will reach out across eternity and grab hold of that which its affection knows. It will fill itself up until it overflows and continues. As the love flows like a river for all the world to see, it becomes larger than life and opens up the eyes of the one whose body encompasses it, causing them to see the beauty of life in theirs and the one who has captured their heart. No matter what comes or goes, the strength of the 2 hearts intertwined will see it through, standing on the foundation of friendship and love. Your minds, bodies, hearts, and souls have mended themselves together in love, a bond not easily broken. So as you flow through your lives together, may you always remember the love that brought you together and continue to build upon the magnificence of your heart that knows no bounds. That's the first one. The second one is called The Butterfly and the Spoon. You have come this far through the wormholes, tunnels, and affairs of life. While emerged on the other side in a new light, a new way of being, the butterfly comes and sets herself on your spoon. Her colors are so beautiful and exquisite, and it reminds you of the love of God in your life. The way he makes you feel, his grace, his touch, like the sun is shining on you personally every time any thought of him comes to your mind. So you imagine yourself flying like the butterfly, engulfed in the beauty of his love. Your hands clamped together as you rest in the safety of your spoon, knowing that together as one, you can overcome anything. To live, to love, to embrace the very essence of you, your son, your spirit, every part of you. I love you so much, said the butterfly to the spoon, free to be me in expression, the spirit of God that dwells inside of me, to the very essence of my being. You are my love, my life, the very reason my love is alive. And as we come upon this path at the same time, the beautiful colors of the butterfly will take us to heights beyond my wildest dreams. I love you, God, forever. And this one,
Ashe.
Beautiful.
this is the way that God feels about his people. I have read this one before. Two beings, two rivers, two spirits. To love someone is to wrap yourself around them, reaching through them to envelop their being to yours. Two beings walking together in relationship, mending, lifting, crying, giving hope and life to one another. Two rivers flowing through, taking shape and form in the cup that holds the waters of time. Two spirits who go deep, that see and feel what the other cannot speak or reveal. To love someone is to bring them into you, to protect and watch over, finding ways to be so that they can be, that you too may both fly.
Yes.
Beautiful. Ashe, Ashe.
Wow.
Day to day. 10
Ashe,
snaps.
thank you,
10
sir.
snaps.
Ashe.
10
Love
snaps.
and humility is most apparent in both of you.
Woo.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Elizabeth,
Ashe.
I hope that you desire to receive your power today. If not, that's okay.
That is empowering. And Sheldon said, what's the word you said for it, Sheldon? Inspiring?
Inspiring.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
Yes, completely.
So I was a little nervous because I said, well, God, how are we gonna do this? I mean, I could tell them, you know, they could receive their power, but how are we gonna do this? So I'm just going to pray in the spirit, and God is gonna do what she's gonna do. Okay. All right.
The part that I heard that was powerful was the poem I think before where you talked about the boundless love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the love, the heart that knows no bounds.
Yeah. What I heard was boundless love. Like, you know, I love and love and love until you piss me off. Oh, no love for you. So, so really, the boundless love. I just had a download when I got back from Jamaica. Well, I got it actually when I was in Jamaica, and that was that it's no longer necessary for me to protect, defend, or guard my heart. That I don't have to do that anymore. And so I know who's over here. So I've been walking gingerly through life for the last week. Because if I'm not protecting my heart, guarding my heart, keeping these fools out, I better watch out, right? And so to be in the world boundlessly and my love totally expressed in all things, that's a new space to play from. So that's what I want to say.
Omani, sound like we kind of got different sides of the same message, because that download I got about stop being selfish. I think what you just said is probably the reason, the foundation of my selfishness. I've been protecting my heart. And thank you for bringing that light to that, to help me understand the roots of my selfishness and stop. It's like, stop. That word right there, that don't sound like a process, does it?
Yeah.
That don't sound like a get along to that. That sounds like a right now thing. And I'm like, How do I do that right now? And I don't even know what I'm doing right now. That is that. But you just shared some serious light for me, and I thank you.
You're welcome. I love you.
Love you too, babe.
Before we continue, Tyrell is going to do his last poem. Tyrell?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
And by the way, Pam.
Uh-huh.
Pam. I hardly heard anything you said. I mean, you kept in and out, in and out. I just want to say nothing, but
Well, we were able to hear her clearly, Tyrell, so but we do have the tape so you can hear what she says. And before we go into that, Nawili, you wanted to say something? You had your hand up?
Yes, I just wanted to, I'm sorry, you guys know where I am. But I was hearing Juanita, and I was raised on hearing that word selfish. And so I'm not really knowing and really sensing, but I know what I want to say is just surrender any of the old connotations and notions around being selfish. And I'm sure that's something we can talk about at another time. But I know what it brings up for me, and I know what Spirit has given me in regards to what that word truly can embody for us.
Yeah, because I'm having to draw the line and recognize the difference between self-love, self-care, and selfishness. And there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference, and I'm learning those differences.
Wonderful. And that's why I was moved to send you that video this morning.
Oh wow, I gotta check it out. I didn't check it out yet.
It's called self-care meditation.
Okay, thank you.
All right, peace.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we want Amory, if you could do your last poem, because when we go into prayer, ain't no telling what would happen. And so Pam can end us with the prayer. Go ahead, Aim. We really appreciate both of you in your unique way of sharing your art with us. So go ahead, Amory.
okay. Where there is love, I am there. Often when thinking of you, I am reminded of a rose blooming in a garden of beauty. You remind me of such a rose because I know no other whose every distinction personifies the revelation of immortality. You are unforgettable, and reflections of your smile awakens memories that do not stop before joy fashions our oneness into a melody of our love. There are no words to tell of your radiance, for it grows with every dream, which has made you my greatest dream. I have frequently found myself searching for where the love of a lifetime resides, and was awarded the revelation that you are the closest to heaven in which my eyes are destined to behold. You are unspoiled perfection, precious and irreplaceable. And I shout this in the depths of your heart, that you may know how deep your warmth has entered my soul.
Beautiful.
Where there is love, I am there. For if it were not love, I would have trusted you with my heart, which I never was. I love you.
Wow.
Before I go,
Yay. I think he's cute. Go ahead.
Before I go to work, there's something in the little one that I want to read. The flower which blooms in the heart is the most beautiful of all. This became my reality as my eyes kissed your face. When I first saw you, a hush fell upon the world, as if caught between one awakening and another, and felt as if paradise opened its gates for you and I. You have given my every moment wings, and I am often visited by the memory seeing you has given to me. You are life's gift to my heart, for it was life who revealed you are such a flower, and that all I have found to be beautiful is just your fragrance. You know, I'm gonna have to be a more part of this group. I like this little group, I think. Well, you know, speaking of reality, you know, being yourself, your true self, in essence, you know, learning that, you know, as we grew up, especially me, I'm kind of up there with this, you know, society was teaching me how to be who I am, which was the wrong way to go. But I thank you for allowing me to speak with your little group today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I always knew that you was full of that love that Star is. It's just more apparent now, and I thank you.
From his impeccable words, right? Like
Yes.
Rob said.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Words that
Wow.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
There were those poems you wrote for others, and there are poems you have written since you stopped writing for others, right?
Yes.
I'd like to know what you experienced differently in writing the poems that you write that you're not writing for others.
I think I got lost in that question.
Let me see if I can say it. So the poems that you write now that you are not writing for others, what do you experience that is different in writing those poems, different from what you experienced when you were writing for others?
Okay, when I was writing for others, it was all about making a dollar.
Thinking of what?
making $1.
Oh.
Making $1 in my pocket. However, I'm glad that it happened because it changed my outlook on many things. You know, on how I write. One thing I realized that I do have a soul. Because ordinarily it wouldn't have hurt me that I hurt someone else like that. You know, to cause someone to fall in love with an individual that wasn't me. You know, because not only did I not write poems, I used to write letters also. And it never occurred to me that the woman would, first of all, fall in love with this individual. But I didn't think about the fact that she would find out, okay, once she met this individual, she would realize, well, you know, this is not the individual that I've been communicating with. You know, that hurts more than you know. And it also changed my outlook on how I write. And a lot of times, see, a lot of my poems are not that I'm really writing to someone else. wilderness my attempt to express my growth spiritually. And I didn't know how to, like I say, how to express a spiritual thing.
That's more so now, how you're writing now.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's my spirit expressing itself.
That's awesome. Can I ask one more question, please?
Yes.
I'll try to make it quick. So, do you think that it may make a difference to be able to write for someone based on what they are saying they feel and want to say? Or was that a part of your process when you were writing for others before?
You know, there were times, well, I'll just say, there were times where people wanted me to write, you know, for them, for, say, their mate. And I found that interesting. I could do that. Once I, you know, but I knew the person involved. In fact, you know, one of the times I've done that, I do both sides, so it was easier for me to do so. But a lot of times, like I say, I'm just writing from my own heart, you know, simply because of my belief that what resides in my heart also resides in yours.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. That was very insightful.
You're welcome. Is Sunday on here?
Yes, she's here.
Yes, I am. And I'm loving every bit of it.
Oh, that's good.
I can't help it. I'm going to be one of the ones first in line for the book.
Oh, okay. Since Pam has retired, now she has something to do.
That's right. Both of you. You all came on the same day. So numerologically, you all line up for the same purpose in your own way.
Yes.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Even though Empress sits way back, you could see her head just kind of going, yeah, going to the side. Yeah. Thank you, Aim. Thank you for sharing. I know we took him from work. So,
wow.
So thank you for like I said, thank you for sharing. And it's just beginning. We have a lot of ideas for well, you know, the poetry and things. And so we're going to be putting some things together, and with all of you, you know, there's a lot of stuff that we can do as a business to bring in money, and even like, you know, those who sing, like, you know, Lolly putting some background to some of the poetry that anybody writes, you know, but it would be their publishing company. And so yeah, a lot of artists, artwork, there is no limit. And I don't even say the sky is the limit, because that means there's a limit. There's no limit to what we can create and do. So thank you, Aim. You can go on back to work, or you can continue. Well, if you can hear Pam. But you know I love you, and we all love you. Okay. Empress is going to share before you go. Empress.
Love y'all too.
Wait, Aim, somebody else has something to
Aim.
say.
Somebody's going to say.
Okay.
Before you go, I just want to say thank you for those beautiful words. I got to get me a man to do that, to say those words to me.
You know, I told you guys that when Amory came to Detroit, the first time I took him to a poetry reading, and it was in the space that we reside in right now with the shop and stuff. And when it was at the end, we go in and I let him know my brother's from California, blah, blah, blah. And he's got some poetry he'd like to read. So they let him read at the end, because, you know. And then when he got to reading, I think he did maybe 2 or 3, but maybe 3. The host came up and he said, "Brother, you are so smooth," something like this, you know, "you are so smooth. When I read, you go in the bathroom, hit the mic, and I'll move my mouth to the words, and they'll hear your voice." And we did put some music, some of his stuff to music, my husband's music and stuff. So yeah, we got some good ideas, and all of your artwork and stuff. There is no limit to what all of us can do when we pull our resources and our thoughts and our talents and our gifts together. And some things we don't even know that can be used. We just do it, you know, but it's just beautiful. As Lily B says, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Aim.
Can I say one more thing?
Yes, Empress. Hold on, Aim.
Star, and you are hidden gems. I mean, it's when you speak, I can tell it's from the spiritual realm. It is so empowering. I just want to say that. And you, Mama Aduni, girl, you done birthed out Elizabeth, and you got a powerful, powerful, powerful artistic family. I can see you really doing things with your family. So give thanks. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we can all say peace out for Aim so he can go to work.
Peace out, Aim. Thank you so much.
Peace out, Aim.
Love you.
All those kind of words.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Peace, peace. I say today.
Peace, Amory.
Oh, Sunzi gets a special vibe. I think you might get some poetry coming your way, girl. He said, send it on. Send it.
Thank you.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
Star.
Yes. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, Lord, you told me to tell them that today they can receive their power. You've also told me that the Elizabeths were special and that you had something for them to do, even though I don't know what that is.
Boundless love.
Somebody. Oh, go ahead. Somebody said something.
I'm sorry, that was me. I will. What's to do? Boundless love is what's for me to do. That's what I said. I'm sorry. I'll go on mute.
Okay. So I have told them. I don't know what you want me to do next. I mean, giving them their power is not a hard thing for you. All you have to do is just drop it in there. I don't know if you've already done it. You may have already done it. I'm just being obedient in telling them that today is the day that they will receive it. I know that whatever it is that they have thought after I said it, you heard it. And that conversation was private between you and them. Okay. God just told me that she has already given you your power. What you do with it now is between you and God and humanity. So there's a couple people on here that I said it would be beneficial for you to come on And I'm glad that they did. So now they know why I said that. And I want you to know that God told me to tell y'all, send them a text and tell them they need to come on here. They know who they are. And
so, wait a minute, Star. So y'all know I struggle in the morning to get up. This morning, my spirit was like, look at your phone. I'm like, what time is it? And Star had sent a message. I woke up as soon as she sent the message. I was like, what? I was like, okay, let me get on this call. So I got up. But Spirit had me look at your phone. I'm like, look at my phone. What time is it? I don't look at no phone and no 8 something in the morning. So Star, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I needed all those words, and coming in with Queen Aduni talking about the impeccable word. And yeah, I can string a bunch of conversations because my word is pretty good. I'm pretty good with being my word, but I'm left with from this call being my word with God. So I'll practice that. I'm complete.
okay. I'm complete too. I hope you guys enjoyed the poetry. I have had a couple people come to me and ask me to write a poem for their loved one. So I said, well, tell me about them. And so I simply put in poetry what they said. And I have created cards for people because I knew that I wouldn't be able to find a card to say what I needed to say. And so I started writing because I was in depression. And so I would write about love to help me keep my sanity, since God would not let me leave this earth. I asked many times. We had debates about it. I never won a debate. As you can see, I'm still here. And I'm glad that I am still here and that all of that stuff is behind me. And I just want to say that I am very proud to be a part of the Elizabeths. You guys, you women are a very special group of women. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to share today, me and my twin. Thank you, Queen Aduni, for providing this platform for all of this. The Elizabeths are not done. We got a lot to do. There's a lot of people to help, and it's going to come clear to us what God wants us to do, individually and as a group. So I think I'm complete now.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Glad you're still here.
Yeah. Yeah, you thought you was gonna take the easy way out. No. You know, suicide is an easy way out.
I wasn't gonna do that because I knew that God said no. So if I tried suicide, I'd probably be walking around
with a broken arm and stuff like that.
I wasn't that crazy. I got cancer. I got happy. I said, oh yeah, I got a disease that could kill me. God said no. So it didn't have
Not yet. Not yet. You got things to do. Yes.
Yeah, this earth kind of ain't no place to be somebody, but for us it is the place to be someone, part of that one. I had that experience where I was like trying to figure out how I was going to do it. And then it dawned on me, okay, who said it was your choice? Did you put yourself here? I said, well, if I got to be here because you put me here, then I ain't gonna be here for nothing but for what you want me to do. And I think I'm not the only one, Star, you probably not the only one among us who have kind of had that here is
I
gonna
know.
be not for anything or anybody
Yeah.
else. I think that's part of
Yeah.
what makes us special and unique, that God has pulled together this group who is committed to, I say him, but to the one, the source of our being.
Absolutely.
I'm grateful to
Yeah.
be
Mhm.
one of the Elizabeths. Thank you, Queen Aduni.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about when we look at how many people show up, or the same people show up, or just a few people show up and stuff, and why isn't it bigger, and why this and why that, and including moi. Even though I don't do it a lot, because I know running business that it takes a moment. You may have those high, everybody's in, money's flowing in crazy, and then you have the lower. Yeah, and those are labels that we put on it, okay, because you can impact one person and they are the ones who go out and impact the world. Okay, so we got to look at it, but it also, there's that incubator time when God just
Yes.
deal with the
Yes.
ones that are going to be powerful to
Yes.
take out
Yes.
and to get to know one another, you know, and that if I hear Mama Awa, I know who she's representing. I know what she's going to be talking about, and I can emphatically say, you need to go. That's what, when I told you all about, you know, Star, that if she was in a situation where she had to, she was in trouble, and they called me and said, if you do this, you got to do this, bring me all this money to get her. And I needed to know that you really have her, then I would ask her to say a certain thing,
Yes.
which is a telephone number. And if the inflections weren't there, I'd know that's not her.
Mm.
That's how I want you to know me. That's how I want to know you. If
Yes.
someone was to say, let me, this is gonna be a little cute. If you had Deidre, even though they're telling her, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna cut this off of you, and then she'll say, thank you for sharing.
No, that's funny.
So she can prepare herself for that, you know.
Yes, yes.
And that's
But you
how,
know, this is our medicine right here.
yeah.
In order to receive your medicine and take care of you, then you can take care. So the numbers will grow.
Yeah.
Right now, like you said, we're at an incubator. Right now, we're think we're not moving and we're stagnated, but we're not. We're in the healing mode. We're being fixed and designed and worked on so we can go out there with ease, no hesitation. You don't even have to say anything. They can just look right at you and see that.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I'm just reflecting back because, wow, writing have became my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After, when my mother transcended, I had to tell my sister, I can't stop writing, but it felt good to write. And it's a certain type of writing that it's like almost an out of body experience. It's coming from right here, and I'm just writing and not knowing that I was helping others because I posted on my Facebook page, and I talk about bereavement and grief, and it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad. I talk about things that I feel that I am a witness to, and that I can share. And I'm like an open canvas. It's like, yeah, I was mad when my husband died. Yeah, I did it all: the bereavement, the sad, the mad at him. And it did take a toll on the liver and took a toll on the heart.
Right.
And I had to say, it's not my time, because, you know, you just felt like it was like a domino effect since 2019. And I really learned about the power of death and dying. And it's like, I have something to share. And the creator, you know, even my own self. So I understand, Star. And it's like, no, you're still here. So this is not working. Okay, that, drawing the blinds and being in darkness and just being in depression. No, that's not working. So what do you got? I said, since I got to stick around, I will give my very best at everything and anything I do. I will give my best. It can be very simple, but I'm going to give my best.
Yeah.
So that's why I give thanks for being drawn into the Elizabeth, because you make me work my powers. I will give my very best. That's why I say, boy, y'all like family. We got to hook our own self up, and then the love will spread.
And as you're talking, I know you guys look at all these personalities. As you're talking, we're looking at Omani's feet, her toes, and then, Mama Hep all over the place. Now we get up and dance and stuff like that. And so just that whole free to be me. And so, yeah, that's where you can come in the morning and just get ready for the world and know that in the next morning I can get my shit out or my glory out in front of these sisters, because it's a safe space. And so I really appreciate you. I appreciate you, Star, and Free, for being my,
thank you.
for choosing me, and because I was here first. And so you knew what you was going to be dealing with coming in, coming behind me and stuff. I was a good sister,
You are,
I was a good sister.
indeed.
Yeah.
You and your mother, you all did great.
Yeah, Mama, if I'd be somewhere else and something happened to my family, I'd just go back home. Go back home. Empress?
Go back to the roots.
Well, I just want to say we are the Elizabeth family, and we are preparing for the future, for the greater good of our people. That's what I'm feeling. I feel that we're getting ourselves together so that we can do what we need to do, because divine order, and we all have a destiny to be together, and we are all this energy is pulling together so we can do what we need to do.
Yeah. It was
And
so
that energy is growing.
It was so beautiful. It was important, more important than I really knew, that you sisters from out of town came here, that you came. And you see, when we were in my house and everybody just, whatever was happening, and I put the art out there and everybody just went and grabbed, there was no, I don't want to, they just grabbed the art. The chef went in there in the kitchen where she does her thing.
Right at home.
Yeah. It was so beautiful, and it was so family, just do what you do, what you bring. Now we back at Mama Omani's feet. You got good feet, girl. We got to get on with our day.
I forgot to say something. God reminded me, I forgot to say this. It's about the power of the three. Okay. And I have to tell you what I saw so you'll understand what that means. Okay. I was in the ocean, and all you could see was my head. And then I started rising up out of the ocean. And then I was standing on the water, and I was surrounded by God the Father, God the Holy Spirit, and God the Son. The Father represents love. The Holy Spirit represents spirit, and the Son represents purpose. So God said, this is the power of the three. We are all surrounded by the power of the three. Nothing can get past that unless we have fear in our mind. So remember that you're surrounded by the power of the three, and nothing can get through that. Okay.
That's the Trinity. Yes.
Yes.
Ashe.
All right, you beautiful sisters. I love you. I love you. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Love you too.
Love you. And as we progress, we'll let you know about, because you'll be involved with the publishing company and creating your own stuff. Let's do this thing. Let's do this. Give yourself
Yeah.
love. I'm a hum. And give yourself, give the world some love. And I will get that information about Nasara Jasara. We'll talk about that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have somebody come on and talk about what Nasara Jasara is so that we can look past what's going on now and know that we're walking into the glory of God.
Thank you, thank you.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Peace and blessings.
Yes. Peace and blessings indeed.